Hello, everybody. This is Matthew Brand. Welcome to the Amethyst Podcast. And today I'm talking about my cigar rating system. Now, as with all ratings, especially when it comes to cigars, this is subjective. It's my opinion. It's the way I feel. It goes with my taste buds. And I tend to like dark, strong flavors, so you may want to take that into account. However, that being said, I do still appreciate a good Connecticut light flavors now and then, as long as the flavors are there. Still, subjective is subjective, and a lot of my ratings are subjective, just based on me, how I feel about it. And unlike a lot of reviewers, I take price into account. I'm not going to list prices because prices vary depending on where you buy them from. Certain places charge a little less, certain places charge a little more. You may get, you know, a cheaper cigar at a place that doesn't really focus on cigars as much as they do vapes if they sell both. On the other hand, you may get charged a little more if you go into a lounge, because they're expecting you to buy the cigar and have other things with it as far as a drink. There's some service, people cut and light your cigar for you. So it's understandable that they may put a little bit more on the price. Not double, but just a little bit more. That still being said, I think a price of a cigar should reflect its enjoyment to a certain extent, right? If I pay $20 for a cigar, it shouldn't smoke like a $5 cigar. And not only that, construction and the art of a cigar should be a little bit accountable for it as well. If you have a very basic unlabeled cigar and it smokes great, it still maybe should not be, $50, just my opinion. I don't know any cigars like that. However, I do know there are some cigars that go into the $50, $70, $80, $90 price range. And sometimes I smoke them and I wonder, why is it $90? I smoked something just as good for maybe even $15. Just something to think about. And of course, different states change on the price. I'm in Michigan. I'm in the Detroit area. Everybody's taste may be a little bit different, and everybody's price point may be a little bit different. So here we go. When it comes to the rating system, I'm going to start at the bottom, and that's regrettable. That's a hard pass. That's an F grade. That's for me. Now, that means I'm upset that I bought it, and I probably wouldn't take it even if you handed it to me. I'd pass it up for something else. Above that is forgettable. It's a hard pass. It's a grade D. It's not a bad cigar. It doesn't mean that I hated it. It doesn't mean that I don't want to touch it. But at the same time, if there were other cigars around, or if you gave it to me, I'd take it, but I'd rather have something else. I'm not going to remember it. And above that is split, conflicting. It's a mixed bag. It's not my cup of tea, but I could see where it could be somebody else's. Above that is a quaint hit. That's interesting. It's not bad. I like some things about it. There's some things I don't like about it. I'd get it if it was on discount. Then there's guilty pleasures. Guilty pleasures, that's something I like, but I could see other people not caring for it. I could see where it may have some downsides, or I could probably see it would be better for me in my pocketbook if it was a couple less dollars. Now, that's with everything, of course, but sometimes I feel like a cigar costs a little bit more than what it's selling for. I could find another cigar that would be a little bit better objectively than the one that I'm smoking. However, because I like it, I'd probably pay a little more for it. A solid hit, to me, it's worth every penny. It's a great cigar. If I see it and, I'm in the mood for it, I'd grab that stick. If there are other cigars around, I know reliably if I pick that stick up and smoke it, I'm going to be happy. And I don't feel like I'm being ripped off when I buy it. Above that is a classic. That's a shut up and take my money. I think it's worth more than what I'm paying for it. I think if I wanted a gift, I'd be happy to get that cigar. If it was a special occasion, I'm going to save that cigar for that special occasion. Doesn't mean it's expensive. It just means that I'm really in love with that cigar. So that's my rating system. It goes from classic all the way down to regrettable, hard pass, right? And that's all there is to it. The real subjective ones is when it comes to, maybe not my cup of tea, or I pay a little extra for it because it is my cup of tea. And in the middle of that is it's interesting. It's not bad. I'd like it if it was on discount. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.